All right, before I get into simplifying expressions with exponents, I first of all want to talk about the concept of a to the negative n power is equal to, remember I do the reciprocal of a, so it'll be 1 over a. And then that would be then to the positive n power, which is 1 to the n, which is going to be 1, and a to the n. Long story short, this is just 1 over a to the n. Remember, when it's a negative exponent, I do the reciprocal, and then it will be to the positive exponent. Well, the same thing holds true if I have 1 over 4 to the negative third. That is just going to equal, doing the reciprocal, would be 4 to the third power. Okay? So now when I get into my simplifying expressions, and everything goes crazy on me, the problem is a to the negative 3 to the negative fifth power divided by a to the fifth power times p to the negative second power, and all of that is to the negative 4 power. First of all, I'm going to get rid of my exponents to an exponent. That means I multiply my exponents because I have a power to a power. So this will be a to the 15th divided by a to the negative 20 times p to the positive 8. That will equal I have a to the 15th divided by a to the negative 20. I subtract. When I'm subtracting a negative 20, that means I'm adding 20. So I get a to the 35th power times p. Now I have p to the 8th power. It's in the bottom. When I move it to the top, I just change the sign of my exponent. So a to the 35th times p to the negative 8th. Let's look at some more. I'm not done yet. K to the negative 4th, and that is to the negative 1 power, divided by k to the negative 1 times x to the negative 5, and that is to the second power. Power to a power, I multiply the exponents. So I have k to the 4th divided by k to the negative 2 x to the negative 10. K to the 4th divided by k to the negative 2, that is going to be k to the 6th. When I'm subtracting a negative 2, that's the same as adding a positive 2. So I get 6. Then my x, moving my x to the negative 10, from the denominator to the numerator, moving it up, sign of the exponent changes, so I get x to the 10th power, k to the 6th times x to the 10th power. The last problem, I have k to the negative 2 to the power of 3 divided by k to the negative 2 and p to the negative 5, and that is to the negative 4th power. Power to a power, I multiply the exponent, so I have k to the negative 6, and that is going to be divided by k to the positive 8 and p to the positive 20. That will equal k to the negative 6 minus the power of 8, because I'm dividing, so that's going to give me k to the negative 14 times p to the p of a positive exponent is getting moved to the top, so now it's to the negative exponent, so that'll be p to the negative 20. So k to the negative 14th times p to the negative 20th.